Good evening, Otherworldlies. This is Queen Juliana, your dark mask diva. Alright, I'm going to talk about people who play dumb. Alright, now these people who play dumb, they are heavy-duty manipulators. Alright, and the reason you don't realize they are heavy-duty manipulators is because they're very good at playing dumb. Alright, so whether they have a problem that's in the DSM or not, they're heavy-duty manipulators. Alright, so the thing about them playing dumb is they usually have a lot higher IQs than you realize. You have to have a pretty decently high IQ to get away with playing dumb. Okay, here is one way you know that you have a person in your life who is playing dumb, okay, and that they probably have a problem that is in the DSM. Okay, now if you're a person who has somebody who is a master manipulator in your life, you probably have other people who are trying to screw with you in your life. So here is one way to be able to tell. Say like you are complaining to your main manipulator about somebody else who's trying to screw with you. The main manipulator will take the side of the other manipulator. Right? Now, you would think that the main manipulator would take your side, right? Because they don't want anyone else manipulating you. They want to be your only manipulator. No. They'll actually take the side of the other manipulator. This is why. The more that you get confused, the better it is for them to throw you off kilter. Plus, you should know that people will take the side of people that they relate to. Okay, they are not going to take your side. You are the person they like taking advantage of. You are the person they like victimizing. Okay, and people will automatically take the side of whomever they relate to. So they are going to relate to the other manipulator in this situation. Okay, they're going to see themselves in the other person who is being a screwhead, and they're going to automatically take that person's side. Okay, that other person is manipulating you and taking advantage of you. Well, they can certainly relate to the situation, so they are going to enjoy confusing you more and see that that person's gaslighting you too, and they're going to join in on the gaslighting. Okay, and they are going to play dumb. You are going to say, hey, I think this person was playing dumb today with me and saying blah, blah, blah. And that they're going to claim that that other person really is dumb like that. They're going to say, well, that person doesn't have it all upstairs. Stop blaming them for that. That really was a, honest mistake. And, I don't think that person's IQ is really up there. I think you're being too hard on them. They really don't have it all. I think you're being too mean. You're expecting people to be smart and they're not. But you can see that that person is, really trying to mess with you. Now, if that person really was on your side, they would tell you, you really shouldn't put up with that. You shouldn't put up with that person not listening to you. You shouldn't put up with that person acting stupid. If you don't like what that person's doing, it doesn't matter if they don't understand. You really shouldn't be putting up with it. That's what they should be saying to you. Don't put up with it. You don't like something. There's no reason to put up with it, whether that person understands or not. That's what they should be saying. They should be backing you up. If you don't like something, if something's unfair to you, they should be automatically taking your side. If something's unfair, right? Think about it for a minute. That person should have your back. But no, that person's a master manipulator, so they are going to take the side of the other manipulator. All right, keep this in mind in every situation with any person. Any person is going to take the side of any person that they relate to. That is just basic psychology, okay? It's hard not to take up with whomever reminds you of yourself. Okay, in situations, people will just automatically want to side with whomever reminds them of themselves. It's really hard to side with somebody who does not remind you of yourself, somebody you can't relate to. It's if you're trying to win an argument, you should paraphrase something that person has said to you before, and use their words to them to get them to agree with you, because people won't agree with things unless they think it's their idea. Honestly, most people don't want to agree with you unless it aligns with their own thinking. So that's the thing when it comes to master manipulators. They will play dumb. Okay, master manipulators, you will get mad at them and they will make this face a lot. That is one of the bozo faces. I talk about bozo faces a lot, and there's the bozo face where they just make that goofy grin with the very vacant eyes, where their mouth is kind of slack-jawed and they tilt their head. They're just like, when you're talking to them. That stupid face I just made. They make that face a lot, okay? Now, I know that there's that narcissistic stare where they just like stare through you like that. Okay, the bozo faces. Master manipulators do that a lot. All right, master manipulators do another thing. You will tell them something and they will just forget. For example, here's something master manipulators try with me a lot. I tell people I cannot talk on the phone. All right, I have a good reason for not being able to do so. I will actually give people the reason. All right, and it's actually a personal reason. But then they will try to call me again. And it will be soon after I had explained to them that I can't talk. But then they'll try to say, oh, I'll call you. No, I can't talk on the phone. And it's right after I had explained to them that I can't. And I will even explain to them from now on, I can't talk on the phone. They'll still try to find an excuse to call me again. Okay, I won't confront them and say, don't play dumb with me. I will just know what I'm dealing with once they try that, and I will make sure that their number is blocked. I'll just say, I can't talk on the phone. And every time they try it, I just say again, I can't talk on the phone. And I just keep repeating myself. But they've already been told that. So I just keep in mind that I know what I'm dealing with now, and that they are playing dumb, and that they might be a lot smarter than I had taken them for. Because the dumber that someone plays, the smarter they probably are. Okay, and if you're getting a lot of that blank stare from people, that they're smarter. The dumber they try to act, the smarter they probably are. Here's another thing they do. They try to rally people around to agree with them. They often run smear campaigns when someone doesn't want to cooperate with them, and they try to make that person look bad. And they try to make themselves look like a victim. And they try to just make themselves look like they're a victim and everybody's being mean to them, and they fool some people, but they just do a whole lot of playing dumb. And if you suggest to the other person who's kind of fooled by the wool that, they've pulled over their eyes, the other person just kind of like, if you even suggest, that maybe there's another side to the story, the other person will get kind of upset because they've been kind of bamboozled by this manipulator. The manipulator will always bring up some way that somebody has wronged them, because they want to make sure that you don't dare reject them, that you always give them their way. So they will always bring up a way that somebody else has wronged them. So you feel guilt in the back of your mind if you tell them no. Okay, so they will always bring it up. And, if you say to them, well, sometimes you got to let those things go, they don't want to let it go. They want to keep bringing it up, so you feel guilt in the back of your mind if you ever tell the person no. But don't underestimate people's IQ. Don't ever do that. Don't ever think you're smarter than somebody. Now, it's okay to outsmart somebody. You want to do that, but do not underestimate somebody's IQ. Don't ever think anybody's harmless. And the more dumb somebody acts, the smarter they probably are. They're trying to disarm you. And if somebody treats you like you're dumb, just play along with it. Okay? Because that's to your advantage. Don't let your ego come into play. Just be like, Don't go to great lengths to prove how smart you are. They're trying to get over on you. Don't say, I'm smarter than you think I am, or anything like that to them. Just beat them at their own game. You play dumb too. Just don't let them get away with it. But I hope some of these hacks helped a little bit. And don't let people manipulate you, you guys. But oh yeah, those manipulators act dumb. They play dumb. That is one of their major things that they do. And they forget things. They always forget the boundary that you put up. You'll have to put the same boundary up over and over because they forget it all the time. This happens a lot with on the internet, particularly. People just are so forgetful on the internet. It's because you don't have eye contact. You can't look people in the eye. So they find it easier to kind of snow you a little bit with it. But yeah, people get real forgetful. They like to forget the boundary you put up. They think they're going to wear you down. They think you're not on your A game. But another thing that's easy to do on the internet is block somebody. So keep that in mind too. Alright? This has been Queen Juliana, your Dark Mass Diva. You guys have a beautiful day, and I will see you in the next content. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.